Welcome to the channel. This is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you a collective energy reading for my Clarity Empress Collective. I hope you are well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you comment in the comment section and let me know if the reading resonates with you. We about to get cracking. We get ready to start. Tonight, I'm going to do a collective. What I heard the download was they lost the opportunity with you. Had basically a chance at love. They lost it. They lost it. You did not. Peace, Bite. What's going on with you? I hope you're doing good. Carmen. Okay, you be back at 10? No problem. All right, let's do this collective real quick. And Carmen, when you get back, we all good. Oops. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. All right, we starting off with the Kipperish deck. On deck. I'm doing great. Trying to finish up a project and then, I don't know, get it ready to give away tomorrow. And I was like, I ain't got time to sit at the desk, so I'm going to finish up this thing. Making an infinity scarf for this lady. And the last part is the hardest part, is getting it off the damn loom. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collector, what they need to know, and I'll be aware. Somebody lost an opportunity with you. What I heard was somebody pushed you away to protect you. And this person has a lot of shame, guilt, and regret. What I do know, what I heard and what I know. When I say I know, I mean, like, I'm having conversations with various people. I just had a conversation with some women in my women's group. And between my friends that I speak to every day, friends I speak to occasionally, and then, like, even just kicking it with the ladies in the group, everybody I know is experiencing some sort of transition. What's up, Black Cherry? Um, Everybody is experiencing some sort of transition. Um, it's just impacting people in various ways. People are having losses, but they're also having gains. People are optimistic, but there's some people that are losing hope. And it all varies on where their mindset is, at the time. If their mindset is healthy, a lot more people are optimistic. But if your mindset is not progressive and you're not, how you put it, that lack of accountability will make you feel as if all you have is losses. If that makes sense. Okay. So let me start off with this from the download perspective. Spirit, tell me more for the collective. Oh, I got my decks upside down, but I had the karmic femme and the past energy, and I pulled her upside down, but I don't feel like she was upside down because my whole deck was upside down after my shuffle. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, thank you, baby. Alrighty. Yeah, it is hot. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. We got inner conflict. Tell me more, Spirit. endings. You know what I'm saying? It's this transformation. Let me see. Put a star, any star, don't matter. Put a star in the chat if you are experiencing an ending right now. Something is leaving your life. Whether you are walking away or something is walking away from you, whether it's a job, a person, place, a thing. If you're experiencing that, put a star in the chat. I just want to see something. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Not everybody's going through that, but somebody is. Tell me more, Spirit. So the challenge in the lesson is mentally and emotionally unstable. Tell me more. And then manifestation. So, okay, overall energy, karma. Oh, damn. Okay, that's what it is. So, mm-mm-mm. I would have to put some hot in my mouth. Okay, this this karmic femme, whoever this karmic femme, she's either the problem or the source, or the person, going through this. But there's inner conflict, there's endings. Somebody is emotionally and mentally unstable, and then we have manifestation. I know that's right. That's right, Black Cherry. High five to you. And then we got karma. What's ending, Spirit? What's ending? Oh, shit. So, what's ending here is a relationship with the karmic masculine. Or maybe that being a karmic masculine is an ending. But the karmic feminist here is the past energy, the conflict, and then what's clarifying the ending is the karmic masculine. So something about them two, I don't feel like they're getting along. I mean, I don't know how they could. I mean, they're too much alike. If you grimy, and grimy, eventually y'all gonna clash. You're not always gonna get along. That's for damn sure. Tell me no, Spirit. Tell me about this conflict. High honor. Tell me about this karmic fam. Oh, she is full of hate, animosity. The karmic femme is miserable. Whoever this situation pertains to, she is miserable. Animosity. She full of self hate. Nice guy. Tell me more. And third party situation. Bottom of the deck. Karma. Ooh, Lord, have mercy. All right, so we got. Like I said, this karmic femme, for sure. The karmic femme, full of animosity. There's conflict over high honor. I feel like it's a conflict over loyalty, if you get what I'm saying. Um, the karmic masculine is having endings, so life is shifted on him. The nice guy is dealing with mental and emotional instability, and then you have a third party situation. Somebody's either manifesting a way out of it or manifesting it. I don't know. I will clarify. And then you got karma and confusion and illusion. So somebody either you know, this is where we're experiencing two earths, where we leave people with their karma and empathic people move on like it's a divide, it's a split. Um, where the empathic, compassionate people start to move on and migrate to like minds, like hearts, soul tribe, right? Um, I was telling some friends about two different people and how much I just my spirit don't take to these two people. Now, on one day I got a confirmation from two separate people in two separate conversations and meetings, not my friends, that don't know how I feel about those people and their reactions about those two people separately was the same gut reaction I had. That's how I know the earth is shifting, right? Because there was a time where people would wear the mask, be so PC, and not tell you that I have a funny feeling about somebody. Even if they couldn't back in the day, they'd just be like, oh, I guess they're all right. Or they would move on from the conversation. Now people are like, yeah, no, my gut don't take to that person. They might struggle with the words to describe, but it's just, it's a feeling that don't feel right. For me, it was almost like a spiritual confirmation. I knew what I felt. I knew what I experienced. I knew what I saw. All of that, right? And my peoples, my closest people, understood where I'm coming from. But when you talk to somebody who has no clue what you're dealing with and they concur before you could even say anything, it's a different level of confirmation. I've been seeing people talk about how they throw their feelings out, or I should say, their feelings pick up on shit before they can process it in their mind. So I feel like somebody's karma right now is to come out of that Delulu energy. You know, that Delulu energy that kept you feeling like I could go along to get along. When you come out of the karma delusional energy, you really can't unsee what you saw. Even if you don't want to, you cannot. It will cause endings in your life. So you could be as karmic as you want to be, right? And you're still going to have endings. I feel like whoever the karmic masculine here is, he is trying to, he is struggling with, my bad, with seeing, seeing through the veil, not being able to unsee what he saw, and reckoning whether or not he's a nice guy or not. Because nice guy is here with the mentally unstable and emotionally unstable. So the nice guy has to pull it back together. They need to get their emotions together. Tell me about this third party situation, spirit. Concern. Oh yeah. Somebody's trying to manifest something, but they were in a third party situation. Now they're concerned about time. They're concerned, right? Because this person has lost an opportunity with somebody who loved them due to a third party situation, due to a karmic femme who is just full of animosity. Her heart is cold and dark and black. And she is very unhappy. And I heard Spirit say that she just wants to keep this person in this karmic energy. She does not want them to be able to release her. But remember, I told you sometimes the choice will be removed from you, no matter how much you want to hold on to the delusion. The choice will be removed for you, and that's why karma is here on confusion and illusion. Lord, tell me about the karmic masculine's ending. Ooh, damn! They are going through a y'all gotta see this. Transition, y'all. You see that on the karmic masculine transition. So the karmic masculine is going through a transition. They may be coming out of that karmic energy. But this is in the hidden energy, so they might be hiding themselves from the world, so to speak. They might not be, I don't know how you put it, but I feel like they may be reckoning with something alone, but not really putting it out there like I'm changing. I want to be better than I am. They might not be public with it, mainly because they would have to deal with the wrath of this karmic femme who wants to keep them in that karmic energy. But they are changing. I mean, good for them. Tell me about this high honor. What's high honor about? The conflict. Seeing through the fucking veil. And where their loyalty is gonna go. Tell me about this nice guy with this mentally unstable spirit. Um, there is, and I didn't, yeah, all my cards are upright. Okay, so the sweetheart, which would have been his counterpart, but it isn't. It's given that more information about this karmic fan. So there is a sweetheart in reverse, which is given Queen of Cups in reverse, which means she would be emotionally and mentally unstable. And she would also be somebody who would spirit say blackmail? Keep somebody emotionally hostage. Wow. Tell me about the animosity with this karmic femme. Oh, okay. She was the one he trusted. Mm. And now lust. Wow. All right, so we got somebody very low vibrational who is experiencing a death in their life, endings, and they going through a transition because of the death in their life. And now they're concerned because what I'm getting is this person made the wrong choice. They chose a karmic femme. They had another option, but they let this sweetheart reverse energy. They let this person seduce them. Lust, confusion. So this person, like, is have you know the seven deadly sins, right? That would be this person experiencing uh lust, greed, like being in the pits of hell of misery around certain people because they would be exhibiting the seven deadly sins, so to speak. You know, might even be death here. I don't know, but because death here and transition is here, and you said you got R.I.P. But it's like sloth and debauchery, misery. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of bondage is what I'm getting. It's a lot of trauma bonds. Okay, people keep themselves low and slovenly, but now somebody's seeing through all of that because there's somebody. That's where the third party situation comes from, because there's somebody that they have high honor for, but this person is in a mental and emotional conflict over what they're learning, what the clarity that they're getting on their emotions, the clarity that they're getting about people's actions, right? The clarity that they're getting overall. Somebody is now dealing with the fact that they got to eat that, whether they so even if this person has spell work on them, even if this person was just constantly manipulated, they still have the karma that they have to live out from the choices that they did make, because they were lustful. When somebody is in a lustful energy, they're easily seduced by whatever. They could be seduced by money. They could be seduced by X. They could be seduced by drugs. They can be seduced. That means somebody knows how to pull the strings with this person and get them to do what they want, because this person is trying to get something that they are lusting for. It could be lusting for attention. Whatever the case may be, they got somebody pulling them by the two nostrils and saying, come this way, and this person will do it. And it's the karmic femme. She's using every trick in the book she got to keep somebody on the hook. The problem though is the veil is being lifted. This person is now more aware that they're being glamored. They're more aware, or and it's not that it's like it's wearing off, okay? Because of their clarity, it's wearing off. The magic is not magicking like it used to. It's wearing off. What's going on with my numbers? I just saw something change. Anyway, it's wearing off. But now, this person is now in concern energy that they may have lost the time, may have lost the opportunity with somebody who they loved or that loved them or something like that. Because third party switch is here. So if this is your person, this karmic masculine, or somebody you had in your life was a karmic, they're now fully more aware than they've ever been before. They've been tricked and bamboozled. They have been manipulated and with their lust. This person does not control their urges. They don't have a good impulse control. This person needs to master their emotions better. But they also may be dealing with a mental and emotional, like a deficiency, right? So some type of, they probably have a diagnosis that hasn't been diagnosed. They got some kind of issue that has not been diagnosed or treated, but now they're becoming aware of it. Now they're going to be broken from the source of it. So there's a breakup in the energy with them in the karmic feminine, but that is what's giving them the clarity. That's why they're starting to see the through the veil. There's an ending here, and part of the ending could be been you walking away from the situation. But what I see here is them breaking up with the karmic fem or ending the situation with the karmic fem, and I feel like that's causing somebody to now see what it is that they've been dealing with. And you got a 19, which is transition, and you got 91, which is ending. So, like the karmic masculine couldn't stop this if they wanted to. So now they questioning who they are with the mental and emotional instability. And they know the source of their problem was the way this karmic femme was handling them. And the fact that they trusted her. And now they concerned because they want to manifest you. Yep. What they did to others, somebody's using them. Whew. Well, um, this person's not made me realizing that mistreating you has got well, it's got them in concern that they can't have you. Tell me more about concern. Why is my cards coming? I know I shuffled right. All of my cards are upright. Okay, so this person has inner child work to do. And now they're concerned, but they have inner child work that they need to do. Okay. Um, this person was very immature. Happy Sunday, Danielle Berry. Happy Sunday. Um, yeah, this person has inner child work that they need to do. And you know what? And given that this card popped up upside down, I don't know why. Oh wait, maybe I do have a couple cards upside down. Let me fix that. I like my deck, this particular deck in the upright. Um, Let me fix that while I'm talking to y'all. This person has inner child work they haven't done yet. Also, it's I can't even talk. Signaling a time for this person to grow up, to sort out their problems. They can no longer be the child in the situation. And you know, I talk to y'all often about arrested development. how there's so many grown people in the world who are physically elders or older people, but mentally and emotionally they are very young. You know, their growth stopped at their trauma somewhere, and they're not as mature. And you typically can tell by the way they respond and or react to things. You can also tell by their conversation and their interests, right? They're interested in the past or keeping things the same. That's somebody who got maybe some sort of trauma or just some type of diminished mental capacity to grow. Now, I don't know what they call that, but yeah, they have a diminished capacity to be an adult. And so maybe somebody here, I'm feeling like this person is now, um, time is up. You know, wherever they are in their stage of life, age wise, or it doesn't matter, they're now having to sober up and grow up. Like they can't play childish games with you. They can't play with you, period. And yeah, the spirit said that time is up. It's like I don't know if maybe somebody's being forced to be an adult, and they might be resisting that, but I feel like they're forced to see and now understand on a different level. You know, maybe things could be the same for a long time. And when you lose people or your situation changes dramatically, and you now are forced to see the situation differently, your eyes are open. This is given like hangman in reverse. Like your perspective, once it shifts, it can't shift back. You can try, but it's like, damn, I gotta, I have to acknowledge the reality of what it is. And yeah, your person is like, damn, because they praying now. They praying like, why? Where's my person? I need my person back. This person is praying now. Mm-mm. Tell me about this lust and confusion. They can't claim ignorance anymore. Spirit said they're no longer ignorant. They can't unsee what they saw. Yep, they gotta follow their north node. They gotta come out of that south node energy, and they have to follow their north node. They have to change. This card is a five. Five is changes. This person now has to go through the change that they weren't ready for. This is karma forcing this person into a change. Life will never be the same again. What did the karmic femme do? What did she do, Spirit? She did something. What did she do? Because besides lying, she did something else. Oh, the evil eye. This is a jealous heifer, boy. She got animosity, evil eye, and trust. That she broke this person's heart, and she broke their trust. Wow. Damn. What they seeing now with this veil? Since their feelings got all hurt. What they seeing with the veil, Spirit? Oh, they see you as a healer. They know they need to find their own strength. They know they need to heal themselves. Because healer is here and the eight is here, and that's about self. So they know that this person realizes they need to protect themselves and work on their own inner healing. And tell me about the death and transition with this person, the ending and the transition. What is over for this person? Oh, the love offer. Wow. If you gave this person a love offer, what woke them up is the fact that you no longer offer them that love. And this is why they're concerned about time. Because they didn't grow up in time. They're actually being rushed in. It's like a fast change for them because it's kind of like the rug ripped up under their feet type of shit. It's like somebody just wasn't ready for what they have to now acknowledge, but they got to go through it anyway. Tell me more. Tell me about this sweetheart in reverse. unbothered. Yeah. And you unbothered by her and the situation with this person. Like you are that's enough. So you're not offering them love. You're unbothered. They need to grow up. You're a healer, but they need to heal themselves. And you're not dealing with the evil eye of that person. That's in the past. Like that's not even impacting you like that. And they're in bondage, like I said. They are in bondage. But you, on the other hand, are unbothered. You're not offering the love anymore. That ended. So everything that they were trying to get from you or you used to offer, you're not offering anymore. It has changed the dynamic dramatically between you and your person. And it has caused you to move away from this situation. It has caused them to realize that they now have to grow up and that they no longer can have that offer from you. Whatever you were giving them, whatever you were offering them in the realm of love, they realize they no longer get. They realize that. And on top of that, them and the karmic no longer get along. So with that ending between them and the ending with you, this person is more than likely alone with the fact that they now have to grow up. Mentally, they got to get it together. This person needs help to do that, though. Um, they have to heal on their own, but they also need help. So if that makes sense, it's like you know what they say about the AA meetings, Alcohol Anonymous, right? Um, they have 12-step programs to addiction in general, right? So whether it's alcohol, drugs, gambling, or whatever, there's protocols to start off because you can't really rehabilitate anybody if they are sitting in the problem and not realizing they have one. Like they don't see it's a problem. You know, like with a gambler, right? A gambler is gonna be like, no, no, no. If I could just get a couple more dollars, I could hit. I know I'm gonna hit. I feel it. I feel it coming. Like they get that burn that they gotta do it again. They gotta do it again, and it don't work like that. So, or they might have an up day, which gives them encouragement, and they turn around and lose it all. Right? With this person, they got to realize that that is unhealthy for their stability and finances. This person has to acknowledge that whatever their problem is, they have to do something about it. They have to. They don't have no other. There's no other. There's no other option. They must do something about it. Tell me more, Spirit. Bright ideas. Take action on your ideas. Tell me more, Spirit. I'm using a different deck. I'm using Money Moves. I feel like money. Well, this doesn't just have money in it, but I'm going to use this right now. Surprise. Be ready for change. Yep. Unexpected turn can bring positive change. This person just went with the flow and surrendered the connection between them and the karmic. They would realize that life could turn out better, right? But it's going to be a surprise for them, or this was a surprise for them. Um, it's something they should have saw coming, but I don't think they could see it. I don't think they could see it. They're getting a surprise. Tell me more, Spirit. With the bright ideas, Spirit is saying that the karmic always came at them with a different way to do things that would keep things going or keep things together with them. Like they were always trying to maintain something with this person. Tell me about this love offer. Duality. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so this karmic masculine was a two-faced individual. Spirit said they didn't deserve your energy, your time, and your attention, let alone your love. But now they're getting fast changes. Mm. I told you something was going to happen fast. Things happen suddenly in a short period and in a hurry. Take bold steps forward. This person can't really deal with the momentum of which their life is transitioning. You know, it's like here today, gone tomorrow. and they blinking like, oh shit, what happened? What you mean we can't go back to the way things were? What do you mean that that whole situation just blew up on me? This person is going through fast changes and they're not ready for it because that's in the challenging lesson. Tell me more. Tell me more about the likely outcome with their childhood. Star prayer. Step into the spotlight. Become an influencer of the company and earn fame and popularity. Um, this person's life literally can change in an instant, and it can become so much better than what it is, but not until they surrender this karmic connection. Bottom of the deck, yeah, loyalty, and they need to be loyal to the right people. They're gonna have to change their loyalty. Spirit said they might have a trauma bond, which they consider is loyalty. So this person has to really consider what they're going to be loyal to, because they have star power. That's given Aquarius energy, but they have the ability to be a star. They have the ability to get fame, fortune. They have the ability to get notoriety and validation, but not until they go through this transition. But whatever they're going through, it's going to be fast. It's going to be swift. They might feel like a one-hit wonder because when everything hits them, they're going to get, oh, let me see what this notoriety is in. Hold on. Spirit said might not be what they think. Tell me more. Foresight. Mm. Um, Whoever this is has to be careful that a whole another entity does not ignite their lust, their debauchery to themselves. Like they really gonna have to work on themselves so that someone else does not tempt them. You know what I'm saying? With like fame and fortune. Because it says foresight, so they need to kind of look at things from a certain perspective and not assume that everything is in their favor or everything is good for them or the validation they're receiving from others. This person needs to scrutinize situations. I don't mean be paranoid, but kind of be sure that they're not being taken advantage of. Let me about the fast change of spirit. Celebration. Also, they need to be careful around parties, drinking, drugs, whatever. They need to be careful around social events, celebrations in particular. Tell me more. That's in the challenge and the lesson. Spirit said things can happen in an instant in situations like that. What about duality? Yeah, and they had to be careful with who they love. It says don't lose your mind. This person has not listen. Whoever this is has to work on their sacral chakra. They have to work on being led with their lower region. This person is given like somebody who has an how can I put this? Has a love affair, but it's not love. They just had intimacy, right? Physical intimacy, and they label it as love. They feel like, well, this person loves me because they did that thing to me, or we did that thing together, so they must love me. And Spirit said, that is like, you need to be more discerning about who you're dealing with. That love offer is leading to an end. Then you got love affair. Beware, love affairs at work rarely and well. So it's something about this is not the choice that they made with that karmic femme was not true love. It wasn't meant to work. This is somebody who was able to seduce them, and this person mistook that intimacy as love. Tell me more. Yeah, Spirit says it's not difficult to get everything that they want or who you want. Sweet success. It's not really that difficult. Change your mind frame. Tell me more, Spirit. Many choices. Yeah. took that karmic femme as a choice. Uh,
For the people doing what?
um, see what's upstairs. I don't know what we have down here. Check the pantry. Yeah, so when the karmic masculine was dealing with the karmic femme, they saw her as the best option. Or she painted her pitch herself in the picture of I'm your only option or I'm your best option. But for this to be a third party situation, this is given that this karmic masculine, either he had a roving eye or he just couldn't let you go. But you're unbothered. So again, I love the fact that my cards are letting me know that you are really not involved. Like you are in peace, right? This person's in conflict. They're dealing with their karma with the karmic that they chose. And it's not impacting you like that. Some of y'all are not in the middle of this person's transition. Money matters. Yeah, so it's hitting this person in the pocket. Some of the decisions that they made financially is kind of messing with them. Yeah. So anyway, let me see something. The advice, spirit. What's the advice for you or your person or this about this person? Yeah, change is coming in just in time. You have opportunities abound. Take those opportunities for yourself. Spirit said, change it up. Change your workplace, change your home, change it up. What's the advice, Spirit? Mm, what's that? Yeah, end this shit. Death magic. I've put an end to it with this person. Yeah, it's unfortunate that they are concerned, but they made the decision that they made. Yeah, their chakras is out of balance. They made the decision that they made, right? Which I actually ended things. And Spirit said you can't really go back to situations that when a person does you kind of dirty or they choose other people over you and they still got some healing that they need to do and karma to work out. You can't put yourself in a position like that with somebody because 9 times out of 10, it can cause you to have to deal with their karma too. And you don't want this person's karma because they got money issues now. Their life is being torn up. You do not want those problems. I mean, you shouldn't want those problems, right? If you want to avoid somebody else's karma, you're going to have to drink your water and mind your business. This person is, again, I'm big on sort it out, and Spirit is big on it too. Spirit said, yeah, nah, you're going to have to remain unbothered, and that's going to be their problem, but oh well. hmm All right, Carmen, you ready? This reading is for Carmen. We get ready to pull for Carmen. Okay. All right. Oh, shoot. Let me go back to the question. Hold on one second. What's their karma, right? All right, Spirit. What is their karma? Or how has life changed for this person since an ending? Tell me more, Spirit. What's that? Oh, shit. Money, money, money. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, tell me more. They having problems with money and work. Hmm. Mm. And they are emotionally and mentally unstable overall. That's the overall energy. Um, Spirit said when they left, they were unbothered, right? When they left, 'cause that's in past energy. When an avoidant person discards you, they tend to be a little bit relieved that they don't have to answer to you anymore. They don't have to deal with you, demanding respect and asking for this or asking for that. Because in their mind, your reasonable requests were too much, right? But currently they have an actual money concern. I'm sorry, messages here, but this person does not look happy. So the money issues are still issuing. His challenging lesson is his work, maintaining his work, maintaining his status in work, and then priestess here. The priestess is giving you know, you can feel it in your bones. You know this person inside out, and that they are mentally and emotionally unstable. So the biggest problem is they don't have anything to regulate their system. If you're an avoidant person, you rely on the energy of the other person to regulate them, right? So what happens is when an avoidant moves on, they think, all right, I'm unbothered now. I'm feeling good, right? That time elapses. And the weight of the decision that they make to move away from the person that really cared for them, that really supported them or stabilized them, becomes a harsh reality that they're not necessarily as gleeful about, if that makes sense, right? So it's like it's giving somebody who had to what's the word, settle in to the idea that this is what I wanted, and only to find out, oh shit, this ain't really what I thought it was going to be. And they may have thought in some way you would chase. Now, chasing doesn't look like the word chase, right? Chasing might look like you arguing, being angry with them. That's considered chasing because your energy is still attached to the situation. Chasing also looks like you trying to have the last word, trying to argue or pick a fight with them, trying to question them. That's what chasing looks like to an avoidant person or a narcissistic person. When you remain indifferent, and we talked about that last night, and you really aren't concerned, you don't question them about nothing, you don't send along texts, you don't make your point, you don't yell, you don't scream, you don't argue, you don't do none of that shit. When you actually detach, you don't give a fuck what they do. And see, if you did all of that, this person is like, oh shit, this is not really what I thought it was going to be. I thought, I'm speaking as them, that they would show a sign at least that I'm still getting on their nerves, that I'm able to impact them. Right. Okay, so you went completely silent. Right. Spirit said, yeah. And I'm not even surprised with the high priestess or the priestess here because you know exactly what to do. And that was to do nothing. To do nothing. This person, the way they think makes no sense because they have mentally and emotionally unstable emotions. Tell me about unbothered in the past energy. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the unbothered is you. You were unbothered by this ending. That is not what they thought this would be. A person who is playing the chase game, they want you to be bothered. They need to see you bothered. And sometimes, like if you're on social media, they will take what you post and overanalyze it and assume because it might sound like it has something to do with them that you are then bothered. You did none of that. Tell me about the actual money. Yep, you nothing them. Yeah. Tell me more. That's because you already knew where this was going anyway. Yeah, your ancestors. Ooh. So they are getting karma with their money. And their ancestors are not playing with this person. Tell me about message. What's the message? Oh, he's a karmic masculine. He miserable with no heart. Tell me about occupation. What's going on in his work? Why is that a challenge unless the spirit? Oh, bondage. You know what? He money is so funny that he can't even stop working, right? So I feel like this person is of a certain age that they should have a nice retirement put away, but they don't. They're stuck working because they don't manage their money, Spirit said. This person's legacy is not what it should be at this point in time. So they are married to the job or stuck to it. Mm, I don't see no happiness for this person at all. Tell me about priestess. Yeah, and you got the flying monkeys. So this person is trying to keep tabs through other people about you and you know who. Younger than you. They're trying to keep tabs. Trying to know what's going on in your life. But you are aware of it because with priestess here and flying monkey, you peeped that long time ago. Yeah, work, labor, efforts. This person is married, or I should say, he is trauma bonded to his job because he does not manage himself, his money well at all. He is not going to be able to leave much of a legacy because he is robbing Peter to pay Paul. This is like a kind of person like when I heard there's a big organization I know of, and this is what this is reminding me of. They would pay themselves out, I guess, bonuses or whatever. Then they would get a huge grant from the state for a major, let's say, a major summer project, like 100. Let's just put it at 100,000. Because they spent the other money on their bonuses, they got to replenish some other fund they took it from with the 100,000. Then they got to work twice as hard to get another 100,000 in there to clarify and pay the vendors that need that 100,000 they just got from the state. Right? It just keeps going. So once they find that information or money, they gotta hustle some more, allocate that for the thing they just took that from. Like it's just that kind of thing. Money come in, money go out. It doesn't matter that what the amount is. What comes in goes out. Tell me about this flying monkey spirit. Yeah. You being intuitive, the intuitive you are an intuitive healer. Um, you are able to push back on the flying monkeys. You were able to defer them and stop them from doing whatever they want to do. Meaning whatever he has glamored his flying monkeys to do, they do not have that effect on you. It doesn't work that way for you. Tell me more about that bondage. Lust. Oh yeah, he's a whore. Spirit said if he hires certain women, he may be engaging with stuff with them. Tell me more about this karmic masculine and concern. What is he concerned about? Respect. He don't feel like he get the respect that he feels he should be getting. Tell me about the ancestors and his money. Karmic fib. Ah, that damn mama of his. Tell me more about the ending with the unbothered. Spirit says it's gonna cost a lot of money to bury Virginia. Mm-mm. Divination, yeah. You've been watching tarot for a minute, but tarot has helped you to be more unbothered with your situation. Spirit said with divination, it has helped you process what's been going on with this person. Um, Virginia is also sucking his money dry. Ooh, and abandonment. He has abandonment issues. So yeah, if you were wondering if things got good better for this person, they didn't. And with you out of the way, so to speak, for Virginia to suck him dry, she is the one pulling on his money. Yeah, he is kind of like, oh no, he's a slave to his what they call it, um his vices. He's a slave to his vices. So whatever floats his boat or the things that he wants to do, he is slave to that. That's why his money is funny, and he can't stop working because of his lifestyle. He can't stop working. He doesn't. He's not gonna have much to leave behind. I hear that a lot. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Virginia asked for a lot of help. Helping hand came here. No one else can help. Also, she makes him feel like he can do what no one else can do in her life. So whatever, no matter how many siblings he got, she calls on him to fix it, pay for it, do it. Tell me about divination with the endings. Surprise. You really surprised him that you were unbothered. He said, I didn't see that on my bingo card. I didn't see her backing down. I didn't see her stepping away and just moving on. I didn't see that happening. He don't know how to fix it though, because he also knows how far he went. He knows what he said, what he did. He's resentful because he got that karmic feminine energy. Yeah, his savings is a challenge. He karmic masculine, high honor. He ain't got nothing to show for that high honor though. Tell me more spirit about the lust, the bondage, and the occupation. Yeah, no. He's a challenge with transforming his situation to make it better. He can't seem to get it together, spirit said. Tell me more. Social status. Mm. So he's pretty arrogant. Bottom of the deck, Cliff. He abandoned his gift, and that was you and the child energy. He abandoned his gift. This person is married to their work, mentally and emotionally unstable, has plenty of abandonment issues, did not appreciate the gift of love that was given to him. He's arrogant, and he doesn't know how to transform his situation with alchemy. And the problem is he don't have nothing put away for a rainy day, so to speak. And Virginia is just sucking him dry, and she need money. She need money for this, money for that, money, money, money. And that's part of the reason why he can't save anything. Yeah, and surprise. All right, so he got money matters. Take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. But yeah, Virginia did a number on him, and she's still doing it. She's still asking for stuff she don't need versus and things that she probably do need. Treating him as a pseudo husband to take care of all her needs. You know what I'm saying? Is he happy? Absolutely not. Has he healed? Is he healing? Nope. Is he likely to? Probably not. Um, I don't see him as an awakened individual. I see him just as karmic and lustful. So he got flying monkeys, but he's miserable. He's unhappy. You're welcome. hmm Yeah, he thinks he making sure she got food in the house and she paying to get her hair done and her nails done to keep looking good and buying a couple outfits and clothes. That's what she concerned with. What it look like, and he got to send her money for her lifestyle. If she goes to church, I don't know that she do, but she would be the one with the biggest church hat or the brightest one or the prettiest one. She just got to be known, and he has to fuel that. Take it out resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. If you would like a reading, now would be the time. We got until 10:52, and I'm gonna shut this down. Got some other things I could be doing. I need to do. Yep, selfish and toxic family. He's paying rent. He was paying rent, but follow out. I don't know what follow out he want. He want paying it, or found out he wasn't paying it. I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm assuming that's what you mean. But yeah, so some people aren't meant to heal. I'll be honest with you. They're the only ones that can solve it. They're the only ones that can heal it. But some people ain't meant to do it. They don't put the effort in, the energy, the time. Iba, get down. You better go upstairs and go to the other pot, boy. Oh shit. That's what happened. Oh, oh. She was spending money on other things and got evicted. Well, she over there sucking his ass dry, and he cannot. Like I said, he is in bondage to work, and he's a slave to her. And look, for him having other siblings, he feel like he the only one that can do it. Mm. When did she get evicted? How long ago was that? Mm, 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 mm. Oh, okay, with the other son. Oh, how long ago did she move there? 8 years ago. Okay, so she really can't manage being on her own. That was her nephew. I thought it was her. They, what's funny? They know when I call either one of their names that if they in the vicinity, it's probably them. So they just stop. They just stop doing what they shouldn't be doing. He came looking at me like, me, mom? I'm like, yeah, you. You know what you was doing 8 years ago. Yeah, well, she's a hot mess, Express, and she's still leaning on him, even if she got the other son. She taking his money. Spirit said, "You gotta go outside, Black Cherry. You be wearing that hood all the time. You gotta come outside." hmm You know, some people just want to be seen. They want people to think they got it. They want people to admire what they have. Spirit said, "Can't nobody find you inside." Yep, block, no access. Can't nobody see you inside. And you got health concerns here. So keep checking on keep going to the doctors, or maybe find an alternative doctor, but find somebody to check you overall, especially when it pertains to blood or your lymphatic system. I say still invest in that board that we talked about, because you might want to check your lymphatic system, or help move things along. If you can't just do it, get you some cayenne pepper too and do some exercises. Qigong will help a lot. Okay, so you're ice queen and you are single, sexy, and successful in the hidden energy, because you don't go outside, and nobody can get access to somebody who don't come outside. Yeah, there's no love offer that can come. You can't get the love offer if you ain't outside. You gotta go do something. Your children ain't bringing nobody home. Anybody intuitive gas? Weird. Yeah, and you need to go make some money. Intuitive Kev is here with money. That's a challenge and a lesson. Focus on your dollars, so that you will end up being outside, and you be trying to stay protected in your little cocoon. Yeah, so there's no way you could get a love offer if you're just in your house and nobody sees you. Okay? Yeah, you gotta go outside. You're already an ice queen with people. hmm Yeah, you protected from the animosity of people. You protecting your peace, but I mean, I don't know who's gonna see you outside if you're not outside. So, got to go outside, girl. Otherwise, they blocked. No entrada. Mm-hmm. What's that girl told? What's her name? I can't remember. I think it's Ryan's Eye. The Ryan's Eye. Ryan's Eye. She be like, "Who all out there?" Universe, and Universe was like, "You gotta come outside, and then I can give you something." But what is it? I don't know. I don't want to go outside. Well, I can't give you the one you looking for till you go outside. And you like, I don't know. Well, Spirit knows they can't give you what you ain't looking for. Mm. Well, take it how it resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with Una. I hope that it does. I gotta finish this thing tonight, y'all. It's just taking forever to get it off this loom. Uh, frustrating. But yeah, I'm gonna bid y'all adieu. I ain't gonna keep y'all no more tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me over here in the spiritual lounge. I hope the readings were helpful and healing. If it don't give you nothing else but clarity, at least you got that. All right, and I'll see you possibly tomorrow, possibly not. I don't know. We'll see. All right, peace and soul, y'all.